Well, what inspired me to be a goalkeeper was my family. Really, my father was a professional goalkeeper. My grandfather was a goalkeeper, so it was something that was in my family, and I took that tradition on, and obviously wanted to follow it, and that's all I ever wanted to be, was a professional goalkeeper, and thankfully it's worked out quite well. It's a very difficult question. It's difficult to pick out one. I think when I look over the years, the goalkeepers that I've played with, even the likes of Thomas Sorensen, who I competed with at Stoke, and then go back to my Portsmouth days with David James and Dean Kiley, and then of course Chelsea with Thibaut Courtois and Gigi Donnarumma in Milan, and of course Jordan Pickford here. So it's a great list of goalkeepers. I have a huge amount of respect for each and every one of those guys, and I've learned a lot. We competed, we made each other better, and so it's difficult to pick out one. I think I would do one of the guys a disservice, and the rest of them definitely a disservice if I just picked one. So I'll let everyone else choose, but it was definitely a good bunch that worked with. Of course, it's not always justified. I think there's a lot of goalkeeping cliches, phrases out there that people obviously don't understand. I think the lack of understanding for goalkeepers and about the position is incredible. So hopefully we can change that over the years, and let our thoughts and understanding of the position in the game be heard, because a near post shot can be just as difficult as anything else if the pace on the ball is there and the pace beats you. So I think from that point of view, there's many different reasons why goalkeepers get beat in certain areas, and it's not because it's the near post, it's because of different reasons. So definitely a cliche that we need to try and eliminate from the game. Oh God, again, another good question. Played with like Robert Huth. If you remember him, he had one heck of a shot. But I have to pick Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Absolute cannon of a right foot. So in shooting drills, you definitely get your wrist strapped and your hands strapped up, because he definitely had some force in those. Yeah, I've been very fortunate, to have a long career and enjoy many great moments in this game. I think I'm very blessed in that side of things, but the number one highlight for me is playing the 2014 World Cup for many different reasons. When you look at what Bosnia went through many years ago now, and for that to be our first ever major tournament, for it to be in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, the first game at the Maracanã against Argentina, Lionel Messi, it couldn't have been a better moment. We couldn't have scripted any better ourselves, and to be part of that night, part of that moment was definitely something that I'll never forget. Oh man, it's a really good question again. I think Jordan could be up there. I think he'd give it a go. He's quite feisty. Who else can we expect? Edouard Mendy seems quite athletic, big guy. I think he'd have some moves in the wrestling ring. He's got to be up there. Alisson looks like a quite strong guy, so probably one of those three. Let's go for one of those. The inspiration to start, for starting my own brand in AB1 was the fact that I've been in goalkeeping my whole life. I'm very passionate about it, as I mentioned earlier, and in other interviews, it's something that's run in my family for many years. So goalkeeping has been a huge passion of mine ever since I was a young boy, and the opportunity came up to just make my own gloves, and then we saw an opening in the market where we're one of one. We're the only goalkeeping brand named after a professional goalkeeper and someone who's been in the game, and it's something I take very seriously, and it's something I've enjoyed, and we've taken off ever since. We're growing all the time, and it's incredible to see the reaction from all the people out there in the marketplace, and obviously the next generation and the kids, and long may it continue. Well, I think non-negotiable is the quality. The quality has to be there. I think if you're a goalkeeper playing at any level, not just the top level, I think throughout grassroots football and any up-and-coming goalkeeper, they want to trust the product. So I think if the quality is there and the trust is there, that's the one. I think that's very much the most important thing for all goalkeepers, myself included. So I think if we get the quality right, and of course if we get the grip right, the latex, everything's spot on, the little details that goalkeepers like, then I think the product speaks for itself. Yeah, my favorite glove cut is a negative cut. I can wear all different kinds of cuts. I wear a whole range during training, weeks of training. Just to make sure I test them and I try them and everything's going well. But I'm a negative cut guy just in general. I like the fit. I have a little bit of breathing space in my glove. I don't wear probably my true size. I wear half a size or a size up, just to give me a little bit of fingertip, saves if I can, and room on that side of things. But I'm very much a negative cut guy. Yeah, the AB1 latex is one of the better latex around. We take our grip, we take our quality in the latex very, very seriously. The Giga latex gives me a huge amount of confidence, when I wear the glove, and I say it's a non-negotiable for us. The latex, the quality has to be there. Every professional goalkeeper, every aspiring goalkeeper wants the same thing, and for us to deliver on that is incredibly important. And when you look at the pitches now, especially in the modern game, they're watered before the game at halftime, and obviously we play during the winter, so it's always going to be tricky and usually wet on the surface, and you're going to get a bit of dirt and sand and things like that. So as long as the grip can withhold that and withstand it, then obviously the glove will give you that confidence to perform at the highest level. And then throughout the whole range, we have super soft latex, which a lot of goalkeepers like. Again, it's top quality latex, and it's down to personal preference, of course, as well. And we have the aqua latex in our aqua fuso glove, which gives you even more confidence in the wet, especially, like I said, with the pitches being watered and playing throughout winter most of the time. And playing in England, of course, with a lot of rain. It's a glove that's very, very important. Obviously gives goalkeepers a lot of confidence.